Hey yogis, it's Kim Picklap. We're going to do a fun little funky flow today, so we'll warm up for it first and then play around some, and hopefully you'll enjoy it and get some nice space out of your body and a little bit of strength as well. You're welcome to use a block. I'll cue some block options. If you don't have a block, a book works totally fine. Blocks aren't required though, so you're welcome to do this without any sort of props as well. We're going to start today just in tabletop. We're going to get into wrists just a little bit. So set yourself up with the wrists underneath of the shoulders and the knees directly underneath of the hips here. Get some strength out of the fingers to start. So spread the fingers wide here and then gently grip the earth like you're trying to grab hold of it here. And then find a little firmness through the low belly. And we're just going to kind of move around, shifting the weight around in our wrists. Starting to warm them up. You can kind of go forward to the sides, lean back slightly. And then from here, you can start to move the hands around on the mat, on the floor. So we'll start by rotating the fingers out towards the sides of your mat and moving the hands wider. So the fingers can actually come off the edge of the mat here and kind of slide side to side here. Again, just warming up through the wrists here. Always important if you are playing with inversions or arm balances is that wrist strength, or if one day you want to get there. But even if you're not, we still spend times on our hands in most of our modern asana practice. Turn the fingers back to face the knees here. You can do this one at a time if you would like. You can start to sit back. So in our modern asana practice, we're often simply in plank, in downward dog. We're in some type of weight-bearing position repeatedly. So our wrist health becomes very important. And then just turn the fingers to face forward. And we're going to come up on the fingertips. Like you've captured a little spider under there. You're just giving them a little spot there to hang out and push the earth away here. So push strongly into the fingertips. Again, rein it slightly through the low belly. And start to notice these muscles here deep under the armpits. Push from that place. And then lower the palms, retract the shoulders. Bring the shoulder blades together, drag them towards the waist. And then leave the hands where they are, push the earth away, still using those deep muscles deep under the armpits. And then retract here, little scapular push-ups. One more, push the earth away, finding the shoulder movement. And then retract, shoulder blades come together and they drag down. And then come to neutral here. Now we're gonna start cat-cow, so this is spinal movement. So start with the tailbone, this initiates from the pelvis. Tilt the tailbone up as you pull the heart through the biceps. That's an inhale. Exhale, tuck the tailbone. Push the earth away, open back apart. Move with your own breath. Inhale, pull through, open front body. Exhale, tuck tailbone, push away, open back body. Two more. Inhale, pull through. Exhale, push away. And then return to neutral here. Find your neutral tabletop. We're going to let this next movement really come from the hips here. Now we haven't warmed up the hips, so it's okay if this isn't a big range of motion. Gather through the low belly, keep the spine neutral. Keep the right knee bent, but lift that leg straight out to the side, like you pee in a little fire hydrant. Try to even out the weight in the arms, and then lower the right knee to hover. Lift it back out to the side. Lower it down to hover. You'll find your glutes here. Lift it out to the side. And then just extend the right foot, legs set the foot down. This is not a specific movement. We're just exploring the right hip. So start to draw some circles. You can bend and straighten the knee. We're lubricating the hip joint and the knee joint here. You can lean the sole of the foot flat, or if you would prefer, you can come up on the toes. You can come up on just the heel. Our bodies are different shapes, different proportions. Our joints are different, so this will look different for each of us. And then from here, point the toes, the right toes forward towards the top of your mat. Extend the legs straight. Lift up off of the hands so the torso is upright. Gather here through the low belly. We're finding gate pose. We still have the left knee on the earth. Right hand to the thigh. Reach up tall with the left arm and then reach over towards the right. The right hand is nice and light as it slides down the leg. Gather the left ribs in, rotate a little bit up through the heart. Find a big breath. Lift back up through center here. Left fingertips come down to the earth on the left side. Lift the right arm up. Press the hip points slightly forward in space. Reach the right arm alongside of the ear. Get long through the right side body. Ground firmly in the right foot. Keep the legs as they are. Circle the torso around so we land back in sort of a modified tabletop. Push the earth away. Gather through the low belly. Gather through the right glute. Lift the straight right leg to hover. Good, guys. And then just bring that back down. Make some circles with the hips here. Good. One cat-cow. Pull the heart through. Open front body. Exhale. Push the earth away. Open back body. We'll simply find the other side. From here, reset your tabletop pose. So find that strength in the shoulder girdle, the low belly. Keep the left knee bent. Lift it straight out to the side. Find that left glute. Even the weight out in the hands. Lower the left knee to hover. Lift the left leg out to the side. Knee stays bent. Weight is even. Lower it down to hover. One more. Keep pushing the earth away a bit. Lift the left leg. Find the glute. And then from here, extend through the knee. Sole of the foot on the earth. And then you can start to move around through the hip. So the foot can move as it needs to allow the knee joint to move and the hip joint to move. We're just lubricating through those joints. The toes can lift. The heel can lift. Link these motions with your breath. That'll allow you not only to create more space in the body, but some more ease in the mind. Let the left toes face forward towards the top of your mat. Straighten through the left leg. Bounce up off of the earth so we're sitting up right through the torso. Make any adjustments you need. Power through the left leg. Gentle press forward of the hips. Left hand on the thigh. Reach tall through the right arm. And then start to get that side body stretch. Let the left hand lightly slide down the left leg. Try to take a back bend out of this. So we're going to knit in through the right ribs and maybe rotate up slightly more. Lift your way up through center here. We're going to bring the right fingertips down to the earth. Lift the left arm up towards the sky. Power in the left leg. Ground through the left foot. Gently press the left hips forward, and then reach the left bicep along the ear. Again, finding space through the whole left side body. Use your breath. Then modify tabletop. So leave the legs exactly as they are. Spiral around from the waist. Reset the hands under the shoulders. Find that strength as well as that neutral in the torso as well as the shoulder girdle. And lift the straight left leg to hover off of the earth. Use your glute. And then bring it back around to tabletop. Find some little hip motions. Releasing that a bit. One cat-cow. Find neutral. Inhale, pull the heart through, tilt the tailbone up. Exhale, tuck the tailbone, push the earth away. And then coming back to neutral, we'll find our way to downward facing dog. So hands come in front of where they are, about 1 palm length. Still spread through the fingers, strengthen the hands. Tuck the toes, reach the sit bones back even here, and then start to lift the sit bones. You can pedal out the legs here, you can shift the hips around. Take a few breaths. And let yourself find little movements. Don't go straight into stagnant. You can roll the head around, bend and straighten the knees. Eventually find some stillness. In your dog, you're welcome to keep a bend in the knees here. You're also welcome to walk the feet wide. For some of us, the heels reach the ground. For some of us, they don't. There's not a right or wrong. One full breath. If you walk the feet wide, walk them back under the hips so they're not quite touching. And then go ahead and lift the right leg up, nice and high. Start to open through the hip, bend the knee. Make sure the shoulders are level, so don't let the left shoulder drop. And make some nice big hip circles with this right hip. And then switch directions, exploring your whole hip joint. Moving slowly, and then returning to three-legged dog. Extend the right leg and start to square off the hip. So rotate the toes of the right foot until they face the earth. The hips will level out. You might get a little more space out of the armpits. And then from here, without moving any of the rest of the body, simply tuck the right thigh in towards the chest. You'll bend the right knee to do so. And then re-extend the right leg. And then again, bend the right knee, right thigh to chest. This time, we'll pull ourselves forward towards the plank position, knee towards nose. Strongly push the earth away with the hands. Re-extend, three-legged dog. This time, we'll simply bend the right knee into the chest. Cross it over the left thigh. Lady legs. Try to keep your dog shape in the upper body. Breathe into the back of that left hip. Low lunge. So use that shape of bending the right knee in towards the face and pushing the earth away to step the right foot between the hands. If it didn't make it, grab the heel and just scooch it up there. Lower the left knee to the earth. Leave the toes tucked for now. Lift the torso up. Bring the left hand to the hip. Thumb comes to the back of the hip. Gently roll the left hip forward in space. And then place the hands on top of the right thigh. Start to melt the hips forward. By leaving those left toes tucked, we're helping that left hip to roll forward so we get these nice Square hips, which helps us get a better stretch here in the front of the left hip. Keeping the shape with the hips melting forward and a little strength in the legs. Inhale, reach the arms overhead, and then cactus the arms, shoulder blades come together and down, and then reach the fingers down to the earth. Again, circle the arms forward and up. Cactus the arms, shoulder blades slide down, arms extend, fingers towards earth. Once more, circle the arms forward and up. Cactus the arms, shoulder blades move, re-extend the arms down. This time, simply bring the fingertips down to the earth. Start to straighten the right leg and then bend the right knee. We're just, again, exploring and lubricating. So getting into the hamstring mostly of the right leg. One more movement here. And then the next time the right knee bends, leave the left fingers on the earth or place them on a block. Leave the hips square. Circle the right arm up towards the ceiling. Get a nice little twist. Leave the twist in the spine. Keep circling the arm. So now it reaches forward and then it reaches down and behind you. Again, right arm reaches up, forward, down, back, and then up again. And the other direction just once. Reach it back, down, forward, up, and then to the mat. So we'll go back, down, untwist the torso, hand to the mat. Block or no block. If you would like it, it's going to come in front of you with two hands on it. Standing L, straighten the right leg, lift the left leg. We're trying to square the hips. So you can bend the right knee if you need, in order to level out the hips. All the left toes face the earth. One full breath. Shiva squats. Bend the right knee, bend the left knee, tuck the left leg behind the right. You can do this with the block, with no block, or with the hands floating. Again, bend both knees, left behind right. Re-extend. One more. Bend both knees, left behind right. Re-extend. We're going to come up to a standing balance on the right. So keep a little bend in the right knee. Start to bend the left knee into the chest. If your hands are on the earth, lift them up. Roll up to standing. Find strength in the right leg. Allow the toes to grip the earth. Utkatasana. So our chair position. Feet come together. Legs zipper together tightly. And the key here is this length in the low back. So bend the knees, weight is in the heels, send the sit bones down and back. Yogi's choice. You can reach the arms forward here. That's going to help you to lengthen the low back. Or you can start to reach the arms up and overhead. Mine will remain forward. From here, power through the legs. Lift your way up to standing. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, halfway up, flat back, parallel to the earth. Exhale, hands to the earth. Step back, high plank. Push the earth away, strengthen the fingers, gather through the low belly, power in the legs. Lower the knees down, lean a little forward in space. Bend the elbows straight back. Lower only to the upper arms, not below. And then push your way back up, modified high plank. And then lower only halfway again. From here, untuck the toes. Pull the heart through. Shoulder blades slide down the back. Exhale, up and back, downward facing dog. Take a breath. Knit the ribs in slightly. Lift the left leg up. Start to open the hips here. Bend the left knee. Level out the shoulders, so the right shoulder's going to want to drop. Don't let it. And then big hip circles. Exploring through the whole hip joint. Lubricating, working on range of motion. Switching directions. Working on awareness as well. Keeping that length in the upper body here. And then when you've completed your circles, re-extend the left leg and start to level out the hips. So bring the left hip down as we internally rotate. All of the left toes face the earth here. You could lift the right heel more if you need, or bend the right knee more if you need. Keeping your down dog shape. Bend the left knee, bring the thigh in towards the belly. Re-extend from here. Now we'll bend the left knee, thigh towards belly, strong through the fingers. Pull yourself forward as you go knee towards nose while pushing the earth away to open through the back of the heart. Re-extend, three-legged dog. This time bend the thigh into the chest and then cross the left leg over the right lady legs. Find the length in the armpits. Breathe. Especially into the right hip. We're going to be coming to low lunge. So think about pulling forward, creating space in the back body, which will let you step the left foot between the hands. If it didn't make it, just grab hold, scooch it up. Lower the right knee down to the earth. Keep the right toes tucked here. Pull the left hip slightly back in space. Lift the torso. Bring the right hand to the right hip. Thumb comes behind you so that you can rotate the right hip forward. We're leveling out the hips forward. Your hip points face towards the top of your mat, and then both hands rest on that left thigh. Keeping this alignment, allow the hips to begin to melt forward in space. Keep a little strength in the legs and the glutes around the hip joints. Use your breath to create space and mental ease. Leaving the legs as they are. Reach the arms upward. And then cactus the arms, shoulder blades slide down and together. And then strain the elbows, hands towards the earth. Circle the arms forward and up. Cactus, let the shoulder blades move. Extend the arms, fingers towards the earth. Again, circle the arms forward and up. Cactus the arms, shoulder blades move. Extend the elbows, fingers towards the earth. From here, right fingertips to the earth, or you can place the right hand on a block. You're going to circle the left arm up. We'll pause here for a moment in this twist. Pull that left hip slightly back. Find a twist in the torso. And then only the shoulder moves. Circle the left arm back and then down. Circle it forward and up and back and down and forward. And this time we'll switch directions. So it'll come up and then it'll go forward, down, back, and up. And then from here, as we circle the arm forward, we untwist the torso. You can do this with or without a block. Lift the right knee. Shift the weight forward. Hands can go to the earth or to a block. Lift the right leg and level out the hips. So it's okay to bend the left knee to accomplish that. Get some length and power. And then from here, Shiva squat. Bend left knee, bend right knee, tuck right leg behind left. Re-extend. You can leave the hands where they are or lift them. Shiva squat, both knees bend, right behind left. Re-extend. Shiva squat, both knees bend, right behind left. Re-extend. From here, standing balance. Start to lift the torso. Maybe you bend the right knee into the chest to help you move. Eventually finding the balance. At some point the hands came off the earth if they were on the earth. Find some strength in the left leg and allow the toes to work with you here. Allow them to grip the earth. Utkatasana, right foot next to left. Gather through the legs, sit back. Weights in the heels, arms can reach forward, they can reach up slightly, or they can be by the ears. But we're working on lengthening the low back. So gather through the pelvic floor and the low belly. Take a breath, sit a little lower. Zipper the legs together, lengthen the low back, sit a little bit lower. Then from here, simply lift up to standing. Exhale. Forward fold. Inhale, halfway up, flat back. And then I'll take us through a vinyasa. Hands to the earth, step the feet back, find high plank. Shift slightly forward in space, lower only halfway. From here, flip the toes, pull the heart through. Exhale, sit bones up and back, downward. Facing dog, take a breath here. Inhale, lift the right leg up in space. Open the hips here, bend the right knee. Yogi's choice, you may stay here, or you may bring the right toes to the earth and flip your dog. Spin the left heel around, lift the hips up, open through the heart. We're going to go all the way around to our lady legs, downward dog. So come through three-legged if you're not there. With control, untwist. We'll all take the right leg into the chest, cross right leg over left, lady legs down dog. Keep your lady legs, side plank on the right. So slide forward in space, strong right fingers. Spin the left heel to the earth. You might bend the left knee. Lift the left arm up. Low lunge. Right foot is going to go between the hands. So left hand to the earth. Lift the left heel. Step the right foot between the hands. Lower the back knee. Option to untuck the toes. Lift the torso, lift for the heart, little back bend heart opener. Twist, left hand to the earth, circle the right arm up towards the ceiling. Take one breath here. Get long. Untwist, standing balance. Tuck the back toes, lift the back knee. Power in the right leg to lift your way all the way to a standing balance. This time, interlace the hands under the thigh. Start to extend the left knee here. So we've got strength in that quad. So flex the toes here to help with that. Good. Release this. We're going to go off our mat here. So release the left leg. Bring it behind the right leg. Start to bend the right knee. Step the left foot way off to the side. You can be on the pinky toe side of that foot. Take the left hand out to the left side of the mat. You can have tented fingers or a flat hand. We're on pinky toe side of the left foot. Reach the right arm up. Lift the hips up. Good. Find a little extra space here in the hips. We're gonna find a standing fire hydrant, so you may want your block. So find the power in the legs, lift the left hand, set the hands in front of you or on the earth or on a block, lift the left leg, circle it around. It's gonna reach straight out to the left. We've already made this shape on our knees. Find the strength in the legs, twisted root. So cross the left ankle in front of the right. This is a twisted forward fold. So left ankle's in front of the right. Inhale, halfway up, flat back. I want you to level out the hips here. And then fold. If you need to bend the knees, you are welcome to. Let the head release. Breathe space into the back body. Find some ease in the shoulders. Good, you guys. From here, leave the legs as they are. Power into the feet to lift up to standing. We'll find eagle. So think about your Utkatasana. Start to bend the knees. Lift the left foot up off of the mat. Cross the legs tightly, lady legs. If you would like the double bind, left foot will go behind the ankle. Lengthen the tailbone down. Left arm under the right arm. You can grab opposite elbows. Or you can twist the forearms together, hands roughly meet. If you do, reach up through the fingertips, reach forward through the elbows. Lengthen the tailbone down. Good. Zipper everything towards the midline here, as tightly as you can. High lunge. So go ahead and unfurl the arms. We're moving with control. Lift the left leg off of the right. Start to send it behind you. Right knee can bend. Left toes to the earth here. Level out the hips so you can bend the left knee if you need. Reach the arms overhead. We're going to take a twist. So you do have the option of left arm forward or right arm back. It's a really lovely twist. If you want deeper compression, bring the left elbow to the outside of the right thigh. Hands will go to prayer, and you'll twist from there. Keep being strong in the left leg. So that leg that is behind you is key. Warrior two. So this is a big movement. Lift the torso, spiral the back heel down, open all the way up. So you're facing the left side of your mat. Nice deep bend in the right knee. Right toes and right knee face forward. Left toes follow your left hip point so they angle slightly in. Gather length in the low back. Reach up through the crown of the head. Reach forward and back through the fingers. Goddess pose. Straighten the right leg, kick the right toes in, kick the left heel in, bend both knees, cactus the arms here. Again, lengthen the tailbone. Find your arches of your feet, so lift through the arches. Press the knees out to the sides. From here, we're going to circle back around to the top of our mat. So straighten the legs, spin around to the top of your mat. So adjust the feet. Bring both hands down to the earth. Push the earth away to step the right foot back. Option for a vinyasa, lower halfway. Inhale to open. Exhale for dog. Take a breath. Same thing, other side. Inhale, lift the left leg up. Open through the hips here, level shoulders. Option to flip your dog. Left foot behind you. And then you'll spin the right heel down, lift the left hand, lift the hips high, open up through the heart. Eagle leg dog, lady leg dogs. So similar thing though. If you're in flip dog, come around to your three-legged dog with control. Everyone bend the left thigh into the chest. Cross left leg over right, lady legs downward facing dog. And then we'll find our side plank. Keep your lady legs. Pull forward. Strong fingers, weights in the left hand, right heel to the earth. Lift the right arm. Plug the right shoulder blade into the back body. Low lunge. Again, with control, push the earth away to move. Right hand to the earth. Come up on the right toes. Left foot between the hands. Find that. Lower the back knee down. Option to untuck the toes. Lift the torso up. Open through the front body. Find that little heart opener. Find your twist. Right hand to the Manara block. Circle the left arm up towards the ceiling. Pull the left hip back in space. Standing balance. Untwist and lift the back toes. Lift the back knee. Find your way to standing on the left leg. Interlace the hands under the right thigh. Level out the hips. Start to straighten the right leg. Flexing the right toes will help cue to your body to fire through the quad, which will help you keep the legs strong here. Keeping your balance, we're going off of the mat though. So release the leg, bring the right leg down, bring it behind the left leg, step it way out to the left. So right foot goes off the left side of your mat, pinky toe side on the earth. Right hand comes to the floor, to the right side of your mat. And then we're starting to sort of open up. So it's this little funky twist, lift up through the hips some. You might feel this in the hips a little bit. Breathe into here. Fire hydrant. So use the power of your legs to move. Start to shift the weight into the left foot. Bring the hands in front of you to the floor of the block. Lift the right leg, cross it behind you. Send it straight out to the right. Again, think about the power in the legs, maybe flexing the right foot. Twisted root. Cross the right ankle in front of the left. 2 feet to the earth. Inhale, flat back, level out the hips. Exhale to fold. Release the neck. Crown of the head faces the earth. You might bend the knees if your body is asking for that. You might have the hands on a block. Send the breath into the whole back body. Find the feet, power into the legs. Lift your way up to standing here. We'll be finding eagle. So start to bend the knees. Lift the right leg up. Cross it high up over the left. The right toes can hang out there or they can double bind around the left calf. Right arm under left, either grab opposite shoulders or twist the forearms together. Palms roughly meet. Reach out through the fingertips. Reach forward through the elbows. Lengthen through the tailbone. Bend the left leg a little bit deeper. Zipper everything tight to the center line here. Good. We're going to release the arms only. High lunge. Lift the right leg up. Think about as you're sending that right leg back, you can use the torso to counter it. So lean forward a little bit as you send the right leg back. Right toes to the earth. Lift the torso. Level out the hips. Bring a little micro bend into the right knee. Lengthen through the body. Reach the arms overhead. Find a breath. Find a twist. You can bring right arm forward, left arm back. Really lovely twist. Or you can bring right elbow to the outside of the left thigh. Hands to prayer. Twist from here. Wherever you are, find power in the right leg. Level out the hips a little bit more. Bring the twist up into that thoracic spine. So sort of around the heart and sternum. And warrior two, big move again. Unfurl, lift the torso. Right heel to the earth, arms open up. Adjust the feet if you need. Don't be afraid to move on your mat. Left toes forward, left knee forward. Right toes slightly in. Lengthen through the tailbone, length through the crown of the head. Reach forward and back through the fingers. Goddess pose. Straighten the left leg, kick the left toes in at a 45. Kick the right heel in, bend the knees wide, cactus the arm. Same thing, we're gathering through the front body to lengthen the tailbone down. We're pressing the hips, the knees outward. Lifting through the arches, finding strength in the feet. Re-extend. And then adjust the feet to face the top of the mat, hands to the earth. Option for vinyasa, or you can go straight to dog. Step the left foot back, lower halfway only. Inhale, open through the front body. Exhale, downward facing dog. Take a few breaths here. If you would like a child's pose, bring the knees to the earth, untuck the toes, sit bones back, and bow down. If you would like to remain in dog, let it be a resting pose. So find the ease in it. We're going to go through that flow just one more time, and then we'll simply cool off a little bit. So this is where this flow, it's already in your body. We've prepped for it. We know the movements. I will add a couple options only, but this is where this really becomes yours. I want it to feel good in your own body. I want it to feel creative and fluid. So if you would like to move faster or slower, if you would like to add in variations or skip variations, please do so. Honoring your own body. If you're not in downward facing dog, find your way there. Let's take one full breath together before beginning. Big inhale. Big exhale. Inhale, lift the right leg up and back. Open through the hips, stay here, or flip your dog. If you would like full wheel, find your way into full wheel. We're going to our lady legs dog, right over left. Move with control here. If you flipped, push the earth away to come back around to three-legged dog. Everyone cross right leg over the left, and then side plank on the right. Slide forward, strengthen the right hand, left heel to the earth, lift the left hand, plug the right shoulder in. From here, right foot between the hands. So unfurl, set it down, lower the back knee, lift and open through the front body, square the hips, find a twist, left arm down, right arm up, standing balance, untwist, tuck the back toes, lift the back knee, lift your way to your balance, hands or no hands, extend the right leg out, left leg out, off of your mat, bring the left hand towards the earth, cross it behind the right leg, step it to the side, left hand comes out off of your mat, lift the right arm up, we're on pinky toe side of the left foot, fire hydrant, unfurl, hands to the earth or a block, power on the legs, left leg extends out to the left. If you would like a big toe hold, that will make it infinitely harder. You're welcome to it. Twisted root, left ankle crosses in front of the right. Inhale, flat back, level hips. Exhale to fold. Take a pause. Breathe space into the body. Eagle pose. So lift your way up. This is going to be left leg over, left arm under. Lengthen through the tailbone. So we've got some variations here. You're welcome to leave eagle arms as we move into our high lunge. So uncross the left leg, shoot it behind you, bend the right knee deeply, shift the torso forward to get the left toes onto the earth. You may still have your eagle arms. Square out through the hips here. You can come up high on the left toes. Your twist may also have your eagle arms. Twist over to the right. Cut the arms to the outside of the leg. Now, if you don't have your eagle arms, you'll repeat what we already did. If you do, it's going to feel a bit different. You will get less of a twist out of the thoracic spine. Still pull the right hip back in space. You can take this into a balance, shifting the weight forward. See if you can float the left toes up off of the earth. Just working on this here. If you fall out, no big deal. You just find your way back. We're going to move slowly to get to warrior two. So lift your way out of this, unfurl, step the left foot back, open it up, warrior two, pause. Goddess, kick the right toes in, kick the left heel in, cactus your arms, lengthen through the tailbone. Lift up, five-pointed start, come up on the toes as you straighten the legs. Face the top of your mat, so the right toes face forward. Spiral the hands down, come up on the back toes. Option for a vinyasa. Exhale to lower. Inhale to open. Exhale for dome. Take 2 breaths here. Be aware of the heat you've built. Be aware of the space you've created. And before you start thinking too much, we'll move on to the next side. Inhale, lift the left leg, open the hips. You may stay here. You may flip your dog. If you do, lift strongly through the front body. You may go all the way around to full wheel, which will require adjusting the hands around in space. Move with control back to 3-legged. So maybe you need to flip the right hand around. Push the earth away to lift the left leg. We'll all find 3-legged and then bend the left knee into the chest. Lady legs left over right. Side plank. Slide forward, shift the weight into the left hand. Right heel to the earth. Lift the right arm up. Plug the left shoulder in. We're going left foot to the top of the mat. Again, moving slowly in control. Lower the right knee down. Lift the torso, find space, and lift in the heart. Twist. Right hand down. Left arm circles up, left hip pulls back. Balance. Lift the back knee. Pluck the foot up. Circle around that hip until you're standing. Extend the right leg. You may interlace the hands under the thigh or not. We're going off of our mat. Lower the right foot to hover. Cross it behind the left leg. Step it way out to the left on the pinky toe side. Right hand goes off the mat to the right. Lift the left arm up so that the legs slightly together. Fire hydrant. This comes from the legs, this movement. Shift the weight into the left leg. Hands in front of you to the earth or a block. Right foot extends out to the side. If you want that extra challenge, grab the right big toes, peace finger hold, or you can be happy without it. From here, right ankle in front of left. Inhale, flat back, level the hips. Exhale, fold. Pause here in your twisted root. Let the head hang. Find that space, especially in the low back and around the hips. Eagle. It's going to be right leg over, right arm under. Lift the torso. Cross the legs higher and tighter. Cross the arms, right arm under, in a way that suits your body. Lengthen through the tailbone or the low back. Now, just an option, keep the eagle arms as we go to high lunge. So you can shift the torso forward in order to step the right toes back onto the earth. Soften the right knee just to level everything out. And then we have our twist from here. You may not have the eagle arms, in which case you'll return to our earlier versions. If you have the eagle arms, you'll take them with you into the twist. It will feel much different. We're getting into different things here. Pull the left hip back in space. Come up high on the rack toes. Let the back of the heart open. And if you want to play with that balance, shift the weight forward and gently start to lift the right toes. Keep power in the legs. Keep your awareness, keep your humility. Use the hands if you need. Warrior two. Big controlled movement as we unfurl and step the right foot back. Oh, and open it all up and land on our feet again. Enjoy being on your feet. Goddess pose. Last little bit of effort. Left toes in, right heels in. Cactus the arms here. 5-pointed star. Straighten the legs, come up high on the toes. Straighten the arms. And then circle around to the top of the mat. Last little vinyasa. Hands to the earth. Left foot back, lower halfway. Inhale, open through the heart actively. Exhale, push up and back to downward facing dog. Take one breath. Good. Lower the knees down. We're gonna find puppy. Leave the knees under the hips here, or I should say leave the hips over the knees. Walk the hands forward. Let the heart melt. So some of you will find the chin on the mat. Some of you will find the forehead on the mat. Some of you will find the heart on the mat. However, wherever you are, gather a little strength, a little knitting in of the low belly. That's going to not only protect the lower back, but it's going to bring this stretch more into the shoulders. So even though it might look a little less fancy, we're getting a lot more out of it. Breathe space into the armpits, into the collarbones, into the heart space. Child's pose. So lift up through the upper body. Walk the hands back, untuck the toes. Knees can be together or wide. Sit back. This is another great place to use your block. If you have knee issues, you can sit back on your block. If you have tightness in the back body, you can sit on the heels and bring the block under the forehead. Again, it's not about how it looks. It's about how it feels in your own body. And it's about making our bodies feel good. So we can challenge ourselves physically. We can work. Effort is okay. But we want to stay in the zone of effort and out of the zone of pain. We want to treat our bodies with respect. From our child's pose, we're going to roll our way up to seated, so lift up through the back body. You're going to lower the hips down to one side. We're simply coming to a seat here. I'm going to take us through one seated forward fold with a little twist. Take the right leg out in front of you, nice wide base. Sole of the left foot on the inside of the thigh. Again, if you know that you're tight, if the low back is rounding, sit up on something, a block or a blanket. Get that length out of the sideways. Let the heart face the right toes. Let the right toes be active. And then from here, I'm going to have us tent our fingers behind us as we start to walk forward. We'll let ourselves melt in a moment, but for now, reach the heart forward as you pull the right toes towards you and pull the right hip back. And then keeping this, circle the hands around. Maybe they grab the shin. Bring a little tuck into the chin. Reach the crown of the head for the toes. And without deep rounding, let there be some space in the back body. If you can easily reach the feet, great. If you have to strain, then simply grab the shins. Find that ease and space in the shoulders. Breathe into the back of the heart. And then lift around your way back up. We're going to lift this left knee, cross the left leg over the right. So the sole of the left foot is on the right side of the leg. I'm going to find a little twist. You can leave the right leg like it is, if that's more comfortable. Otherwise, bend the right knee. You're going to leave both sit points on the earth. Lengthen up. Reach the right arm up. Get length here. Bring the left hand behind you, but in close to you, close to the base body. Start to twist, and then just hug this left leg. Just something gentle. You already put in a lot of effort. So let there be a little bit extra ease in here. Each inhale gets length out of the spine. Each exhale twists you a little bit more. If you would like to gaze back beyond the left shoulder, that might feel nice on the neck. And then from here, just untwist. We'll take a small counter twist. So go all the way over till you're facing the right. Tent the fingers and simply bow down here. Press your way back up. Extend the left leg out. Sole of the right foot on the inside of the thigh. Again, if your body enjoys sitting on a prop, give it that. Find that space in the base. Lengthen up out of the side body. Active in the left toes. So flex them towards you. Heart faces the toes. We're going to start by tenting the fingers behind us as we walk forward. Lean with the heart to start. We're not going to stay there the whole time because we don't want to stay in this hyperextension. But I do want you to get a little space here. Shoulders roll back. This left leg is going to start to get really active. Keep it active. Circle the arms around so they're reaching in front of you. Grab either the shin. Let's just start with the shin. And then tuck the chin. Reach forward with the crown of the head. And let there be a little space in the back body. So there is ease in the shoulders. We're not hunching, but we are allowing for space. If the foot is very close and it feels nice to hold it, do. If it is not close, then simply hold something else. Use your breath. Use your breath to find space in the body, and use your breath to find ease in the mind. From here, lift or roll your way back up. We'll find our nice twist. So lift the right knee up. Cross the right leg over the left, sole of the foot on the earth. This left leg can stay straight. Otherwise, you can bend the knee. Let the right knee still face up towards the ceiling. Take the right hand behind you. It's in close to you. Reach the left arm up. We're going to take that length into our twist, and then we're going to hug this right leg. So we gather the thigh into us. Lengthen up through the torso, through the crown of the head. Each exhale, twist through the upper body, again through that thoracic spine. Use your breath. Inhale, length. Exhale, twist. If it feels good to begin to let the gaze go beyond the right shoulder, you're welcome to add that. Again, though, honoring yourself, finding something that works for your body. Unfurl from here. Counter twist. So twist all the way to the left. Hands or fingertips to the earth. Bow down. It's okay for the sit bones to lift. And then press your way back up. And then we're going to move to our final Shavasana. I would encourage you to stay. This is what we've been building towards. So come to seat with the soles of the feet on the mat and the knees, the soles of the feet on the mat, yep, and the knees towards the ceiling. Grab the backs of the thighs. I'm going to have you do that so that you can round back. This should feel nice and yummy when you get all the way down, because it means we've gotten all this space and we've spilled every vertebrae down. If your low back has been bugging you, leave the knees bent. Simply walk the feet a little bit wide and let the knees fall into touch. If your low back feels okay, extend the legs. Let the feet go a little wider than the hips, a little wider than the mat. Let the toes roll out to the sides. Tuck the shoulder blades under the back body. Bring the arms sort of by the sides, but again, a little away from you, palms face up. Let your eyes close. Let your muscles begin to release. Become aware of your back body on your mat. Become aware of the sensation of what's below you. Let it feel supportive. And as the ground becomes supportive, let yourself sink a little heavier into it. Let your skin spread. Let your muscles spread and melt. Imagine your bones are heavy. Let them sink down onto the floor. And then start to bring your thoughts a bit more inward. Start to allow yourself to simply exist here. And if the mind rushes, that's okay. Simply give each thought a little nod and then let it go. Use that sensation of support as a landing place. Continuing to return to this supported place. I'll encourage you to stay here for as long as you would like, letting the benefits of your practice settle in. When you feel complete, allow yourself to move very slowly. Allow yourself to return back to your day with a feeling of ease. Thank you so much for your time and for joining me today. Peace for the body, peace for the mind, and peace for the spirit.